Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a second, but first I want you to go ahead and hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot first and foremost, and then we will get into this tarot card reading. This tarot card reading is going to be for Teal Swan, and again, this is our celebrity tarot card reading. Let's get started. I am going to start off with the oracle reading. We're going to get into it with these oracle cards for current energy for Teal Swan, and then we're going to find out a little bit about her and confirm the oracle through tarot. So let's get started. All right, let me align my cards here. I am going to go over her astrology, a couple of her things as far as Miss Teal Swan goes. Let's start. All right. She was born Saturday, June 16th, 1984 at 7:42 a.m. in Santa Fe. Okay, so her sun sign is a Gemini and her moon sign is an Aquarius. Her ascending is a Cancer. Birth path is an 8. A little bit more about her. She's an author and a spiritual leader who claims that she has had various extrasensory abilities, including but not limited to all of the clair. Sorry, video just went off. Oh, good Lord. Hold on. I'm trying to make my internet work. Last reading, my internet was a mess. So I wanted to just make sure that the internet was working good. Okay. Okay. All right, so she is the founder of the Authentic Movement and her own psychological therapy known as the completion process. Teal is also subject to various controversies surrounding her beliefs regarding suicide and depression, as well as accusations that she is a cult leader. Teal Swan is particularly fond of every type of subject that would make any skeptic cringe, from auras, chakras, beliefs in third eye, energy healing, anti-vaccination, color therapy, crystal healing, tarot card divination, and the list painfully goes on. Painfully? Like what? This is absurd. I don't like this article. I'm going to leave a note. I mean, it's not like painful to read any of that. Those are good things. Those are just a different way of living. That really pisses me off. I don't know why. It just did. Okay. What Teal's particularly known for in her own self-styled therapy technique she calls the completion process, which claims no matter who you are, you have experienced trauma at some point in your life. And through the completion process, you will find resolution through identifying said trauma and integrating it into your life, whatever that means. What is this article? Like, is this really? This is seriously, I'm over Astro theme now. Now they be talking shit. Okay, so Teal Swan, let's get into it. I don't necessarily believe whatever Teal Swan is doing is great and wonderful and yada yada. I do, however, I think that that's a little bit of a biased article. I think they're kind of being dicks about it. They're like, for whatever that means, or painfully. Like, who? Okay. I think I think that she's probably a narcissist or has like plenty of tendencies of being a narcissist, but you have to think about how many people she has healed. Okay. Yeah. Power is going to balloon the head no matter who you are. It's just going to. And with all the trauma she's endured, I'm just glad she didn't go the opposite way and turn into a fucking monster, okay? I do, however, think that a lot of the things that she does are, again, controversial, but some of those things do work for people. And whether or not anybody believes it or not, because they just want to be like, narcissist, like, come on. Like, she can't just be a narcissist. Like, she legit is healing people. She cares enough about this world to try and make a change in it. So I will say that, and I'm going to say that, and there it is. And I know that that's not going to be a very popular opinion, but I really don't care. Okay, so I'm going to get into this reading right now. We're going to find out current vibe for beautiful Miss Teal Swan. Let's get into it. You're all like, finally, lady. All right. Prophecy. Lots and lots of premonition, lots of intuition, of course. Some red going on in that current energy, and passion. something of healing, maybe survival mode. I feel like passion is always kind of there. Adventure, kind of seeking out adventure. That's always a thing that she has in common with her current energy. That's always kind of a thing. And prophecy, premonition, intuition, those are definitely in her current energy as well. She is lacking a little bit in the intuition department. The premonitions and the dreams, those are pretty heavy. But there is lacking a little bit of mystery, lacking a little bit of intuition. So those things are also in the current energy. So we will find out a little bit more about that as soon as we get into this reading. We'll confirm through these tarot cards, through these damn tarot cards. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Let's find out what's going on with this lady. I bet you money it's going to say that she's a cray-cray, okay? I get it. I hear you. But I bet you money it's also going to say, but she does a lot of healing. Can you be both? Is that a question? Answer, maybe? I don't think she's as, I know she's batshit crazy. Let's just put it there. What is up, Umar? The Equilibrium. My evening is wonderful. My day was great. I went to Pride. It was a Pride weekend, so there was a big Pride festival. So I went to that today. I am sunburned from setting up a pool. But this is not about me. What are we doing here? Sorry about that. All right. All right, let's get into this. Am I using them? I don't know if any of that means what you just said. All right. Okay. So currently in a place with 6 of air, 5 of water. Those are both in reverse. I just feel like definitely some conflict, obviously, some reflection, a little bit of reflection, just trying to take a trip down memory lane, of course. But it's almost like things could be looking up, but they're not quite yet. She's really trying to get to the ending of a difficult situation, and that's probably kind of the rave reviews of The Deep End, which is the documentary that is being put on Hulu, kind of blasting her as a cult leader, yada yada. So she's kind of in a place currently where she's like, I wish I could, escape this, basically. And she's currently vibing the fact that this is a difficult situation, but she's not at the end of it. She's hoping to get to the ending of it. But as of right now, she's just kind of reflecting back on it. She's really emotional, though. She keeps kind of crying, being overly emotional, when in fact she's normally very repressed and pulled in. I feel like it's almost like, okay, she is self-absorbed. Okay. She's fully self-absorbed. She kind of feels like she's the only person on the planet in most times. And this makes her rush into answers. So like, this is something that she can't really rush. Okay. And when she rushes the answers, she actually is kind of like going through every single option and not really looking at it. So she's just like, answering without even looking around at the full picture of the situation. And this is definitely a situation that is at hand that is really mentally making her struggle, because she cannot simply just like rush through an answer. She literally is like posting video after video, just kind of like reflecting on each episode of that documentary that kind of has been placed out. And people are commenting on the situation that have I'm just going to say this, that have no fucking they're talking about when it comes to being spiritual, being a guru or a teacher or a person of healing, whatever it is. I feel like all the wrong people, especially on fucking TikTok, shut the fuck up. All these people are literally commenting on a bunch of shit they don't know shit about. Y'all are just watching this documentary. Y'all just found out who Teal Swan was. Like, where have you been? Exactly. Shut the fuck up. Okay. Moving on. I know. It's just like, what? All right. Let's get in something of the past that she's kind of trying to let go of. Somebody who was very stable, somebody who was very dedicated, almost fatherly to her, very much in a leader position. And I guarantee you this is that dude that was on the documentary. I don't know much about him. I can't remember his fucking name, but I believe that this is him. Okay, so there's pentacles. We also got our water. So that's the elements within the person. This is normally a very loyal and dedicated individual who, you know, gave her a lot of trust and she gave him a lot of trust. They learned how to trust, whatever it was. But he kind of, in the past, buckled down. I'm not even shitting you. I can't even make this up. Buckled the fuck down because he literally shot out the fucking door. Like he literally left. So this is something that she's really trying to let go of because this was, you know, her world. And she felt like that this was something that was his world as well. So this is something that it's almost like the contentment, the gratitude, the joy kind of went with him when it happened. And again, he was very much in a leadership position. This wasn't just in her life, but in the overall aspect of things, especially when it comes to their job, their work, their home life, however this goes. But I feel like it's definitely relating to anything to do with her job or what they're doing. And it's more or less just their job or about a house or about, you know, what their life is. It's just their life. That's just what they do. And that's what it is. But yeah, she didn't feel like it was very honorable. She felt like it was unkind and she felt like abandoned. She felt like there was an abandoning of a ship here. It was almost like he was her guardian angel. Guardian angel keeps coming up. So, yeah, but I mean, the world had to get out of there. He was on a path to, you know, something different, something better, something more for him. He was within his life, and that's where he went. He hit the fucking road. He hit the road. All right, let's move into a challenge that is most present for Teal Swan. What is it that the universe will allow us to know? What is it that we need to know? Queen of Earth, honey. We've got our Ace of Air. Those are both upright. I cannot see these cards. There's just a glare, and it's just obnoxious. All right. All right. So she feels like she definitely makes time for the people that are around her. Okay. Which, I mean, if you're healing people and you're saving people's lives also, which in most cases, doctors do the same thing and they, you know, they tend to lose people too. Like this is just like that game, you know, we can't be sure about everything, right? You can't be perfect all the time. It's like, fuck, man, I've saved 80,000 people and 5 didn't make it. But I mean, Jesus, like, let's get it together. Like, less judgment, people. Okay, I'm not being biased because, again, I'm not really on a side here. I'm just going to throw that out. All right, so there are a lot of challenges as of right now. And it's like she's really trying to be as kind and sensible as possible in the situation. She's really trying to take a sensible approach through it. She really wants to bring up, you know, new ideas because of the situation. She's really, you know, inspired actually to be doing more so that she's not like struggling within the mind. And that's just confirming the oracle reading, that current energy of just really wanting, you know, something, you know, more, especially if her intuition's a little laggy, then that's, I mean, premonitions, she can definitely base anything off those also. So it's just like she sees the truth in a situation, but it's her truth. And she feels like this is just kind of the beginning stages of a really challenging time. And again, this is just going to inspire her to move forward in the most sensible way, most efficient way. And that's what she's doing. I mean, she's definitely getting into a place of that. And this just kind of keeps coming up with this emotional, almost like a romantic relationship, this falling in love person, this person who fell in love, this person who got into some sort of commitment as far as marriage, long-term commitment. I feel like this person keeps coming through is indicating that they're really trying to recalibrate, rebalance their emotions. And they have been invited to something. I'm not quite sure what that is, but there's an invitation for them. And they're contemplating it. So she might have invited him back to the thing, their little island, wherever they are. Who knows? I don't know. Without though, I'm assuming in that documentary. I know she's pissed off at him. She better not invite him to anything. She's mad at him, right? All right, let's find out what's next. Likely outcome. What's next for Teal Swan? Where are we headed? All right, we got our Knight of Wands, darlings. Wands, that's in a reverse. That's in a reverse. Lacking a little bit of intuition here. That spiritual is really lacking. Lack of peace, lack of, abundance, contentment. It's like her heart is not going to, likely outcome, her heart is not happy. It's going to be very stressed out. 3 of Swords, that's in reverse. Okay. So upcoming, it's just going to take some time to heal from this and from that situation with her friend, the one who kind of seemingly felt like a guardian angel to her, or like very stable, supportive, mother-like figure, kind of built trust, and they kind of learned how to trust as far as like being a human. They should have learned those things a long time ago, but again, she went through a lot of trauma, a lot of bullshit, and she wasn't able to. So that is the person that she really leaned on. Probably way too much. I mean, she definitely was manipulating and gaslighting in those situations. But I mean, a lot of people do that too. But again, I just don't know where to judge. I can't do it. I cannot judge. I cannot judge you. She's not feeling structure. She's not feeling a sense of safety. And this, any kind of things and the things that she does in her life, it's definitely delayed a little bit because of the situation and the sudden events that kind of just appeared. Okay. And these really need her attention right now. So those other things, all her new ideas, her inspiration to do things is definitely on the back burner. And that is a likely outcome. And this is just going to be putting her into a place where the growth is really going to kind of pull back a little bit. But there's going to be some information that does pop up that's going to lead her into like a very, very sad place. Okay. It's going to be very, very sad, or she's just going to, have to need some time to forgive herself and to forgive others. I don't know how that's going to come about, but that's definitely something she's going to be needing to deal with. And the indecision that comes with that and the confusion is definitely going to be there. But this has to do with a health issue. This could be a health issue for her or for somebody who is around her or somebody that she's aware of. And it's going to bring a lot of pain. It's going to be very painful. And that's within the next month or so. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get into Miley Cyrus's reading. Also, we're going to be doing, who do I have? Oh, Khloe Kardashian. We are going to get into Khloe Kardashian and Miley Cyrus's reading. I'm going to get those done. I think tonight I have somewhere to be, but I'm going to finish those up so that you guys can listen to them. All right, please go ahead and check out the videos that do pop up. Share, like, and follow if you would, please. And thank you. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Click the bell so you don't miss anything here at Hangman Tarot. Also, if you have any questions, comments, anything that you want to say, you can always leave a comment or get a hold of me in my social media in the details below. Other than that, I hope that you all had a beautiful Saturday and enjoy the rest of your night, you guys. Bye.